Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Marvel's Greatest Comics, issue 36. This reprints Fantastic Four issue 49, and this issue came out in 1972, so it had been several years since anyone had been able to read Fantastic Four 49 off the rack, and this is of course the storyline that introduced the Silver Surfer and Galactus. So Galactus is speaking with the Watcher and largely ignoring everybody on Earth. The Fantastic Four tries to interact with him to try and stop him once his machinations have been revealed, but he swats them around like flies. Meanwhile, the Silver Surfer has landed on the rooftop of Alicia Masters, and she has a conversation with him and tries to convince him to be a good person and do the right thing and not wipe out humanity. But Galactus is already working on building his machinery on top of the Baxter building, and of course the FF wants to stop him from converting all the energy on the planet. Watcher creates a transit screen to show the FF what it's going to look like when Galactus is done, and how Galactus is going to wipe out all life on Earth. Galactus doesn't really care about the humans, he just wants the energy. He doesn't care it's inhabited, and that of course is very upsetting to everybody on Earth. Now the Watcher is breaking his solemn vow not to get involved by indirectly getting involved and sending Johnny Storm to a faraway place through the barriers of unlife to the home planet of Galactus, which is a giant space station that's bigger than planets. Meanwhile, the other members of the Fantastic Four keep trying to get involved, and Galactus uses this little creature called a Punisher to try and delay them because Ben Grimm broke some parts off his machine and he had to refabricate them. It was just annoying. We're left with a cliffhanger ending, though, that looks like things might be pretty grim, and the Silver Surfer's actions could determine whether or not the Earth is saved or destroyed, and it's up to Johnny Storm to try and get this machine. This is a classic storyline. It's the first story arc of Galactus, who appeared in Fantastic Four issue 48, which was also reprinted in Marvel's Greatest Comics number 35. It doesn't get reprinted a whole lot anymore, but this is a pivotal storyline for not only Galactus, but the Fantastic Four themselves. So I did enjoy it. The dialogue is very Silver Age, but the art is really solid, and if you can get by some of the dated references, it is a pretty fun story. So this was written by Stan Lee, with art by Jack Kirby, inked by Joe Sinnott, and lettered by S. Rosen. There's some really awesome iconic panels of both the Fantastic Four and Galactus in this, so if you get a chance to read this storyline, I highly recommend it. This one does feature a different cover than the original Fantastic Four, and I do like the cover quite a bit. It's really fun, and it's a Sal Buscema cover, so you get to actually see some nice new art for a classic storyline, and I like that. So like I said, if you get a chance to read this, I recommend it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I found my copy for I think $3 at a flea market, so you can still find these reprints around. They're usually a little bit more expensive than that, but they're not as expensive as the originals. So if you want to read it in comic format but don't want to pay thousands of dollars for the original, I'd say check out these reprints. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.